I think he's digging for an answer because he doesn't even have one yet. Watch him just insta-concede because he has no answer. Oh my gosh. The armor is going to make us win here. We actually win this. This is crazy. Right? This is 4-3 with armor. It's going to win. Well, he can roll a 3, I guess. So it doesn't necessarily win. Please. Please block meter. Yes. Making content for you guys is a full-time job, and it's only possible with your support. Click the link in the description to join my Patreon for access to exclusive streams, deep fry podcasts, private video calls, and more. What's going on, everybody? This is Fry. So today we are doing a very cool idea, which is playing Untrickable minions and then Maniacaling them. Specifically, like, remember the old quarterly bonus when quarterly bonus was busted? All-star on 5, quarterly on turn 6. So this is going to be All-Star on turn 5, Maniacal Laugh on turn 6. The cool thing that this really plays around is specifically Gravitry, because, you know, they'll put their Gravitry in front of this expecting good trade, and the Gravitry dies for free, Maniacal Laugh. Even if you have anything else on the board and they put a Gravitry in front of it, the Maniacal Laugh will usually fix the problem. The other Untrickable card that we are running is the Jurassic Fossil Head, another Untrickable minions. These are going to be good against Rose. Obviously, this is a weak card. Specifically to Brainana. You don't obviously want to be playing around Brainana. We are running Teacher in this deck that you can theoretically play the Maniacal Laugh on 5. If they remove the Teacher, you can just go for Alien Ooze and going viral and the other reactive plays that you have, including our superpowers. So for the early game, I did try this deck list with Flag, and it didn't feel like it was right. The problem is that if you use Flag Zombie and then you Swarm, and then you get your All-Star Zombie a turn early, you still can't then play your Maniacal a turn early. So I'm deciding to go with Teacher. Teacher anyway is much better right now in the meta, because the main threat in the meta right now is Sunshroom, and Teacher's actually very good against Sunshroom. You can play Teacher, develop tempo on turn 1, plus being able to Rolling Stone or use your Smash power on their Sunshroom. The other thing Smash is running is Dog Walkers. We have a lot of actually very good anti-Sunshroom cards, including our superpowers. You're going to be developing tempo in the early game. Start off with Dog or with Teacher or with Middle Manager. Turn 2, you're able to Genetic Experiment and Rolling Stone or Healthy Treat or your Galvanize, whichever superpower you get. The Fossil Head, of course, is going to be going on top of the Teacher if you haven't buffed it yet, or on top of the Middle Manager or whatever card the Middle Manager conjures you. Those are going to be your professionals, and you should be able to get a nice thick Jurassic Fossil Head, which again is a very good target for a Maniacal Laugh. Otherwise, you can just develop a few threats on the board. Should be pretty easy in this sort of early game tempo deck, and playing going viral for the finish. Very simple concept. Let's get right into the deck, and hopefully we'll get some good Untrickable Maniacal moments today. If you think we're going to win 6 out of 8, vote yes. 5 out of 8 is going to be a no. Spending our fries over here at the live stream, twitch.tv/FryUp. I did get this idea from Hyperactive739. So shout out to you who people come at the live stream on Twitch and give deck suggestions, take a screenshot and send in a screenshot of their deck idea. So this combo, again, it's almost never going to be the original. What do I do here? All right, that's a pretty good hand. I'm going to put this here. Put it in middle. It'll either absorb super or have an Untrickable minion in middle. Okay, we got Flag. For you Flag enjoyers out there. And this guy woke up this morning and decided he's running P-Patch in a deck. Yeah, but the general idea of running All-Star and Maniacal together, this was the idea. So, the question is, what are we going to do? So the only way to actually deal with the P-Patch is to play Middle Manager and then Healthy Trait. The problem with that play is that it kind of sucks into Torchwood. I could just spam a Fossil Head here. Developing Flag sooner than later is probably good. Probably the best plan here is just to ignore this. And that is what I shall do. Maybe the Flag could have gone here to buff these guys. Oh, we got even better. So, you know, these Middle Managers are doing teal damage now. We're going to be able to spam both Fossil Heads and a Healthy Trait next turn. So, you know, he's putting tempo on the board with his P-Pod that we weren't able to answer, so we'll just out-tempo him. Again, flag would be okay in this deck. I really think teacher is the better card right now. You can develop tempo and not lose the game to Sunshroom on turn 1. Also, cheese cutter. Dog is just better because you can play it and they can't play Sunshroom. Alright, so these grow. The flag gets bounced off the board, which is not a huge deal here. That's 3. See, I don't even want to be covering these anymore. So we could develop flag plus fossil head. The fossil head's actually going here now, so I'm gonna not flag this. We'll have to actually play the flag here eventually because we can't play really anything into this Primal P. And the Healthy Treat will actually correct this trade, so we're in exceptionally good shape. We've got a 5-8 Untrickable, make it a 5-3. These are going up to 4 attack. So these middle managers, I was setting them up just to make them, you know, be the bottom of Fossil Head, and they turn out to be these huge threats. Middle managers, probably the most, it's one of the most underrated cards of BBC Heroes. It's a 5-2 that drew a card. It's too much value. Unfair. So being able to play going viral here is huge. Oh, going viral really might be the play here. I wish I could develop one of these. The other thing would be just to develop a new 4-5, which is pretty good. He can't really bounce anything unless he has another Primal P shooter. It's not like we have to play around Jelly Bean here. No brainana. Going viral is not necessarily going to correct anything. I'm going to go for going viral. This will probably make at least... This could make lethal go face. It'll be 12 damage, actually. Totally fine. Totally fine. It only has 3 attack. It's gonna be lethal, bro. Just based on everything that's happened so far this game, I knew somehow, some way, being able to play Lily and then also feed into going viral in lane 1 on that heights is difficult to do, and somehow this guy who's running Peapod managed to die. How many minions are gonna have only 1 attack? In period that you would ever run in a deck like this. What minions does Green Shadow run that only have 1 attack? Because obviously if it had 2 attack, the 6 damage does not go phase. It's just Peapod, and if we're talking about cards you should actually run in a deck, it's nothing. Captain Cucumber. Captain Cucumber. I don't know. Was that even turn 5? I think it was only turn 4. That was so hilarious. What else would you run that only has 1 attack? I guess there's some things with 0 attack you could run, like Torchwood, I guess. Alright, anyway. A very quick and decisive 1-0. So I don't... You know, Fossil Head, this is a very good card against Rose and against Solar Flare. Against Beta Carotino, it doesn't really have the removal cards. I mean, if we could get this bigger, I think we're just going to remove this. Okay. My whole explanation for nothing. I'd rather get another 1-drop, actual 1-drop to play on turn 1 into this tempo, but looks like this is our life now. You're annoying. So Fossil Head in 1 looks like it's going to be the play here. This deck is pretty bad into Forget-Me-Nuts, you know, it screws up the tempo. But we should, if we can kill this Forget-Me-Nuts here, we'll have double genetic into Healthy Treat. Otherwise, if he has a photo or a Steel Mag and can keep this Forget-Me-Nuts alive, or that, it's gonna have to be a single genetic. But he's kind of feeding that trade. No, he's not. Bro has all the answers. Holy crap, get off my... He has 3 1-drops. Okay. Oh! Ow! Oh my gosh, and just like that, we're so bricked. I really wanted to, I mean, I wonder if I just pass. So sad to pass here. I think we have to develop this tempo. We're really gonna try to just go All-Star on 5 in lane 1 and then Maniacal and try to win that way, but I'd love to be able to play Healthy Treat here, obviously. It would be so good. The 2-3-2s, though, again, there's no real removal. So this is actually going to be very difficult for him to deal with. If that's all he has, we're in pretty darn good shape. No, he has another answer. Another 1-drop. Oh my gosh. Honestly, he's running out of cards. I think this is actually fine because we're probably look at our hand and look at he only has 2 cards. Like our hand probably has more late game value than his, and unfortunately we drew an all-star. Like anything else in this deck other than all-star and Maniacal was playable there, and we got literally the one card that we couldn't play. Being able to play Healthy Treat and Heal here is not terrible though. Just being able to hold on. We should be able to block the 5 damage here as well if the block meter behaves, which it did. Hell yeah. So that just buys us time to be able to do this play. We'll be galvanizing you. We definitely want to play Maniacal next turn, so this is pretty brainless. We're just going to play this here. Playing it here is okay, but we gotta push the issue here a little bit. A Jelly Bean would suck. Yeah, I forgot to add a win. Leaf Blower would be good. Any bounce. Leaf Blower or Jelly Bean would be incredible here, but hey, he only has 2 cards, and oh my gosh, he's just racing us. What a racist. I don't know what's the matter with me. Proc the block, perfect. So again, he can add a little bit of damage with his team-up guy. Otherwise, he's just drawing a card here. Or 2. Thank you, Saber Bomb. For 86 months. 86, guys. Holy crap. So 4, 5, and 6 wins. Brainana. Do we lose to Brainana here? Math time. Well, 4 and 4 doesn't win. We have to Maniacal, right? Our only chance is doing 15 damage. Just have to not get Brainana'd. He didn't really have much of a play last turn, so Brainana's super freaking scary here. He straight wins, though. It's guaranteed lethal if he has a Brainana. If he has also any removal, we lose. If he has just 3 minions in his hand, including the thing he got from his genetic amplification, so he really has 2 cards in his hand. If they're both just dudes that don't bounce something, we are going to win this game. I sort of like my odds. What the hell? Oh, does he have a chump blocker wins now because he got 6 damage, but he's still double chump blocking this one? Dude, if this goes here, he wins the game because we'd have to Maniacal this one. It would do 6 + 5. It wouldn't be enough. Now we can Maniacal this one and we win the game. This was actually the pull. First of all, he got the 50-50 matching up against the All-Star. If this goes here, that we can just Maniacal lane 2 and win the game no matter what. But he got exactly a guy with 6 attack. Think of how many 2-drops. Think of this miracle, guys. How many 2-drops are going to end up with 6 attack after genetic amplification? There's Split Pea and there's Wild Berry. He gets Wild Berry, a miracle. And then he does the right play and he gets the 50-50 that he needed. In fact, that thing had team up. So that could have, I think that could have just gone left. Forget if he had a guy in lane 4. I think he got a 1 in 3 chance. At least a 1 in 2 chance of it going to the All-Star. And then he tries to keep that alive instead of protecting his face against a 6-9. That was such a throw. That was a miracle conjure. And he just tossed it. He just threw it away. He totally had me there. If he plays Sting Bean in 2, it's guaranteed lethal for him. Now it's guaranteed lethal for us. I can't believe it. The amount of things that he needed to go right there. He got all of them and he tossed the game anyway. That is such a big fail. Anyway. Okay, mixed nuts. Yeah, mixed nuts with the Sting Bean, I guess, but Well, no, then he couldn't have played the Stingby in the right lane. It wouldn't have helped. Anyway.
We need a leap!
Thank you, Egad, for 65 months. What is your name again? Antonio? Something like you read it backwards? Okay, is this a good hand against Citron? I think we want a little bit more reactive plays here. Maybe we should have kept that, though. So, I love the reactiveness here. We can end up winning a trade, or we can end up getting rid of Forget-Me-Nots, which for this deck is pretty damn good. I'm going to play this in 3 because Fossil Head being the middle helps our Shrinking Violet problems. And we'll Galvanize if it's awesome. Ooh, is this better now? Yeah, this is better. It's better. Because we really don't want to be forcing to Galvanize when we're doing Fossil Head the next turn. Well, we could Galvanize that and then, well... Maybe I was right, because then I could just do these two the next turn. Maybe that was wrong. I think I just screwed that up. I think I was supposed to go for Galvanize there. Do I even do this? 3, 4... I feel like because of the going viral, I think this is actually the play. It's a palindrome. Eden. Oh, I can't read it though. I know it's a palindrome, but I can't. I don't see it. So this will do 2 and then 1 against 4 health, right? Oh no, it's gonna do 1, 2, 1. You're so annoying. This is kind of free though. So let's just do this. Because it dies to the 3 damage anyway, and we don't take the 2 there. Thank you, Lazarus, for 59 months. We usually have around 250 on Twitch, so it looks like today we have 274. It's above average, and then if we're looking over on YouTube, we have 336 we've peaked. We usually peak around 500 these days, which is kind of cool. Thanks for your support, guys. So when I do the vertical YouTube stream, you end up with a lot more people. Thank you, lads, for 59 months. I appreciate it. Oh. Oh, shit. So yeah, I'll take the 2 damage for 2/2 stats for sure, and then we'll just spam this next turn. Really great lane. Great trade. We're supporting our genetic experiment. Giving him all the love and tender loving care and support that he needs. Love All-Star. All-Star's a good card. All-Star might be one of the most underrated. I can't say that about everything. All-Star's a good card. It's not really underrated. I think it's reasonably rated. I think people understand. It's not the greatest card in the world, and people get that it's good. So he's going to do Citron things. Great play. He's preventing a bunch of damage. He's also blocking right now. He'll block the 5. We got 3 pretty big threats here. Top deck Maniacal would be really, really cool, but it plays into Brainana. He's mogging that one. The only thing he can. Can we get a professional minion? That's fine. So going viral would obviously be fairly good here. Probably like this in lane 3. All-Star and... Oh, there's Maniacal. There's going viral. So I guess we'll go for the going viral play instead of All-Star, yeah? So we have 3 Untrickable minions and then a 2/1. He's going to get a bunch of magic beanstalks here, by the way. But I think the going viral and the frenzy will very likely win in these 2 lanes. We should be able to get 5 and 6 here. Doomshroom obviously does nothing. I'm Untrickable, bitch. With all the Doomshrooms and the Cukes and all this other stuff that you see, Untrickable is really, really good now. We did a Z-Mech deck that also is runs a bunch of Untrickable. Ooh, okay, that's a good Brain Nano. He's still gonna take a bunch of damage, but his Starch Lord's gonna die. He'll be down to 4 here. I guess that's the reason why to All-Star instead of going viral there, right? But he's on 7. So I think I will commit the dog. 2 and 2 wins. And we'll frenzy something. This should do it. Would I ever stream Binding of Isaac? Not really. I actually love, run and gun games, which Binding of Isaac is. I love dungeon crawlers, and I love like roguelikes where you're building. I actually love games like Binding of Isaac. To be honest, the reason I personally don't enjoy Binding of Isaac is that it's a very purposely made in a very depressing style, and it just bugs me. Like I don't find that charming. I don't like it. You know what I mean? I think it's a cool game. Obviously, very, very popular game. So 4, 4, and 2 could win here. I hate these odds, though, because block meter should probably screw us there. So I think I'm going to just Rolling Stone this one and keep this alive and try to play for going viral next turn. I believe he does have, a possible dragon play, but he can't cover lanes 1 and 4 with the dragon. Yeah, so dragon's not really a huge option for him here. Because again, if this 2 hit, now he's at 4 and he's going to block. And then we don't have this on the board. Or no, we could have frenzied this if we would have had this. Maybe anyway, just going against an empty block meter is better. I don't know. Maybe frenzy here was right. I just feel like the frenzy is going to be better this turn. We can actually still play frenzy into dragon. It's not really ever going to make a difference though. I guess dragon in 1 is the play, right? Oh my gosh, poppies. Chill. So going viral and then healthy treat on the snorkel looks like a decent play here. See if we can get one more going viral. This looks pretty good. Obviously no need to... I could Rolling Stone this one. Is him proccing my block really, really good for him here? We'll be down to 3 and now empty block meter, or 3 and full block meter. If this was a Berry Blast hero, I would definitely Rolling Stone this player on Berry Blast. His Walnut Power will help here. Obviously, all of his other ones are not going to help. Anyway, let's see what happens. He can protect this lane, which would screw us up. And he can M.U.G. I guess all of his superpowers actually screw this up, right? And... Thank you, the Absentia. So here's a heal. That gets us out of that. Now the Rolling Stone could theoretically help us a lot more here. Oh, that's an All-Star from hell. It's a great All-Star. It's probably the best draw in our deck. Maybe Maniacal would be the other. I'd probably rather this. It plays around dragon, plays around removal. What was this? Have you ever had a dream? Okay. I know what the meme that's from. It's a little kid who's trying to say something on camera, and the struggle is real. Damn, that's from the Vine days. That's really old. That's some OG. That's some old school. We still win though. Yes. And really, these all-stars play themselves good. I say all-star into Maniacal is bad against Brainana. Maniacal is, but the all-star on the board is great against Brainana. This is a pretty Brainana-proof deck in that way, that you can always just spam. Yeah, bowling. Pretty good here. So, you ditch Maniacal. I was originally also running 4 Maniacal, and I think that's a little bit brick. I think 3 is the exact correct, especially with 4 going viral in the deck. Area 22 would be good. I guess he'd have to take out Maniacal at that point. So what we're really looking for is a Rolling Stone. Oh, we got Dog. We got Dog. All right. Dog on... Oh. All right, so we can Dog on 1 into Sunshroom, or we can go Teacher, Smash. I think I'd rather save the Smash, though. This is a pretty damn good play here. So I'd rather Dog get Scorched than Teacher. That's fine. So you can play this on Heist Player on Scorch, but then you're playing into Cabbage Pult, but Cabbage Pult will get freaking demolished. You know, you see Bok Choy on 1, you kind of expect Cabbage Pult on turn 2 these days, right? So this is a 2-for-1, and the Healthy Treat's okay here. I think I'm gonna Healthy Treat. Well, what superpower does he have? Have we eliminated Scorch and Chomp from the equation? I think he always chomps the Teacher here instead of going for Bok Choy, so he doesn't have Chomp. Okay, so we're doing this then. We're committing this. And then we'll Fossil Head and hopefully get good draws. Oh, is going viral better? I don't think it is. I think this is better, and we're going viral next turn with most of the things we draw in our deck are going to be playable together with this. Jumpzilla reasonably can't deal with either of these, and he's feeding 2 Click Bees into it. Love to see it. We're in such strong command of this game right here. It's going to be a 4-2 and a growing 5-3. With the going viral in hands. All I need. Thank you, Knots Green. Welcome to the Primally. And this is absolutely, it's a 1-drop that draws you another card. I mean, basically, no better draw in this entire deck. Hell yeah. There's his Cabbage Pult, which actually does deal with this fairly well. Was he holding Scorch that whole time? Okay. Going viral him right in the face. So we got a 6-4. This will grow to 2-2, and he did not like that. And playing against a lot of Sunshrooms here, obviously. And this deck is kind of whipping ass tonight. This has been a lot of Beta, Giratina, and Citron, though, right? What were the first 3 opponents before that? It was Beta, Citron? Who else did we fight tonight? Oh, and Green Shadow. Okay, so it hasn't been a lot of Sunshroom, just that game. Here's one. Yep, so you get rid of Maniacal. This is sort of what you want against Rose. And you love Fossil Head against Rose. Love it. So, you know, who's the weakest link here? Maybe we get rid of Genetic so we can see if we can grab a Rolling Stone. Still fine. We got Smash, so that changes our play. We're gonna go Teacher Smash on 1. And then we'll see about the Fossil Head. Maybe this Teacher should have gone on the ground since Fossil Head wants to be on the ground for both Shrinking Violet. Oh, I love that, getting mogged. I love it when they mog Teacher. Yes! I mean, this is better here, actually. It's legit better. That's so great. You know, you also want to be playing around Q. God, it's so amazing. So I think we'll just slow play this. Setting up the first one in lane 3. Yeah, we'll play for Smash against Twin Sunflower. Should be fine. Damn. It's a little bit too easy with this deck in this meta, isn't it, man? All the answers. Where's Wingnut? I didn't find the deck is that weak against Wingnut, because you end up with a lot of attack. You have your Smash power, and Alien Ooze usually just reduces the Wingnut to the point where... So now what? I guess it's gonna be Fossil Head and Healthy Treat. Looks pretty good. We'll play this on turn 4 against Wingnut. I don't know. I love when they're forced to mog a Teacher. I mean, you know they're that desperate. You know what I mean? that they have to do that play. I just put all the stats into the one that can never get mogged or go to fight. He did get a Sunshroom in, but who cares? A little bit late, you know? There's a going viral. Ooh, I love it. I guess we go for going viral. This kind of sucks against Shrinking Violet. And this kind of makes you think he has it, right? This anyway doesn't kill the Sunshroom, so I might as well play this here to play around Shrinking Violet. Yeah. We're just gonna try to not die to Dragon Simulator. Yeah, Shrinking Violet is really bad right now. You can't hit Fossil Head. Fossil Head's just... boss. Oh my gosh, that's a good card. Pretty bad against Fossil Head though. Yeah, we got a couple things on this board we gotta deal with, and he's got ramp. This dragon's coming. We gotta see if we can somehow deal with this. Good news is the opponent's down to 4 health. My face when I'm with you, but I love it. But I love it. I guess we just spam these, right? The cool thing about this taking damage is that we're also increasing the attack in lane 4. This is tough. You know, Dragon's coming. Brainana obviously sucks here. Brainana would have to go in like 2, I guess. I don't even know. Yeah, running environments, you can always do that. The question is, what would you take out? You're taking out a really significant amount of your early game tempo. Typically, I would run area in this deck, but once you're running Maniacal and going viral, running area, you're just going to end up bricking. Like, you'll have all these buffing things and no minions on the board. I mean, so far the deck balance seems to be okay. You got super here. So the cool thing is, I think Buckethead takes 2 different instances of damage there, which is great. The Brainana eats shit. This 4-9 is really good. He's got to deal with he has to spend whatever superpower this is on the 4-3. They're all going to work. But he's down on 1 health now. And Maniacal is coming. Now Dragon again, still Dragon prevents lethal in lane 3. So I'd love if we had some option of not going for Maniacal left here. He spent a Brainana. He probably has a Dragon. The only way to actually sort of play around Dragon is Dragon will have 8 attack, and then Landscaper, yeah, it doesn't really help anything. We're actually not in good shape in this game anymore, because if we go for Maniacal and the Dragons, we're just cooked. I don't really see another option here, unfortunately, so we just have to pray that one of these 5 cards in his hand. That's better than Dragon. That's way better than Dragon. That is incredibly better than Dragon. So we will be getting 10 on his face here. That also means he doesn't have Dragon, by the way. Better news than just didn't have... You know what I'm saying? It means he doesn't have Dragon this turn either. So we're going for another Maniacal. We'll have 3 different targets for it. I can't see this play with Landscaper here. It's gotta be an I. I mean, he couldn't answer the Maniacal last turn. And he does this turn. Let's see if we can roll a 1 here. And we'll also see which these superpowers, again, another Spit Out super is one of the few things that could come into play here. Ramping to nothing. So if we roll a 1, we win. If not, we'll have another shot at this the same play next turn, and we'll have an empty block meter. We'll still have a 9-3 Untrickable on the board. And it'll be down to 2, actually. Roll 1 for Daddy. Come on. Yeah, it's Bird of Paradise. But honestly, the Bird of Paradise against Fossil Head, it's kind of you. Like, if Fossil Head is the problem, Bird of Paradise is not the solution, So we're gonna just go for it again in lane 1 now. We're going Fossil Head Maniacal. I think we win against Gray Zucchini here. We just need to not get dragons or brainana'd. He's had 2 brainanas. I think he top decked the second one. That's great, because that's a desperation play. Hopefully. Just don't get like Briar Rose. Briar Rose will actually screw us if he gets that. He got okay, so he plays Cornucopia. And we are gonna win this game. We have not won yet, but we have Maniacal. You didn't get anything. There's no Briar Roses from Cornucopia, right? We got Rose. Obviously, a dragon would have put us easily won him the game there, but he just did not have it. And just like that, we are 5-0 with this deck. Come on, guys. Come on. Hell yeah. Untrickable's incredible, especially against Rose. ¿Cómo estás, Fort Pro? This looks like a good hand against grass knuckles. Oh, great hand. See, you don't actually have to play around things on turn 1. We'll go like this into turn 2 with... Hey, you want to play this in lane 2, so you have the option of playing this on heights in case we don't see him commit a superpower here. Which he does not. He did play Primal Potato Mine into Middle Manager, which shows this is going to be a real all-out control deck. My gut. My lovely lady gut. My gut, my gut, my gut. My gut says play around a second potato, and that's what I'm going to do. Now, we probably should play this on ground, because him rumbling the 1 minion is not that bad, but him playing freaking Cabbage Bolt would really screw us. I know it doesn't look like a Cabbage Bolt deck. So we saw Primal Potato Mine on 1, Corn Dog on turn 2. I don't know when you run Corn Dog. I don't run Corn Dog. It's not a card that it's not a thing that I do. This Landscaper actually looks pretty damn good here. It'll be a base for the Fossil Head. What is the other play? We could set up the second Genetic. Landscaper kind of just answers everything, even if he puts 3 attack against it. I think it's just Landscaper, right? We'll do this here. Also has 3 attacks, 3 health, so it's good into rumbles. Might as well play that on ground. Really, and Captain Cucumber, dry, it just plays around that. It basically answers everything. I can't think of what he would play. I guess like Split Pea it wouldn't answer, okay? It doesn't answer Primal Walnut, which is pretty bad here anyway. Alright, well, he got away with not suffering from Landscaper, but we're still way ahead in this game. My Fossil here. No, Mirna. I think it's going to be like that. Like that. And we can play reactively with these 2 cards. You're so annoying. We can't even Rolling Stone that. Question is, what do I galvanize here? I'm sort of thinking of playing around Doomstream and galvanizing this one, and that's what I'm gonna do. Shamrock it. 6-7! Rolled a 1, so we are gonna be hitting him for 6 here. That worked out perfect. Problem is, this does die to Rumble here, so I guess we'll just Fossil. And hope he plays Buchanolith. He's shown signs. No! Wow, he actually answered my 6-7! Roll 1? Okay. Rumble does close to nothing here. Did he think that was gonna do something? Why did he rumble? I guess he realizes it's never gonna ever do anything. Maybe he has a play where that will combine to kill this now. But now we can play this. We don't have to play around Rumble anymore. Oh, we're not doing that. We're playing this one. Untrickable against Grass Knuckles, though. Still good. Yeah. So we'll do 3, 4, 5. This bok choy doesn't really do much of anything here. Why not put this behind? You'll do 2 and 3. Why not put the bok choy behind the bodyguard there, bro? Or put the bok choy in lane 4. What? I mean, it works out with that root wall, but it still doesn't. It's still better to root wall. He wouldn't have to spend the root wall if he put it behind. I don't understand. I don't get it. So we just have Rolling Stone now. Give this man a going viral. Oh my gosh. Can we please play our Rolling Stone? Damn, we're actually screwed here. What is he playing around? We can Rolling Stone this one. It's so sad. It might be good just to clear these lanes. I guess it's probably as good of a Rolling Stone as we're going to be able to get against this guy, man. I hate that this 8-4 is locked down completely. We don't really even have any answers to this environment here. So I guess the critics saying that we should be running environments in this deck definitely have a point. Where are we going to get a win from is the real question. I think we're just going to start setting up here. This will go up to 5 health so we can correct this trade if we want. Still no Rumble in sight. We'll let this 4th recharge our block meter. It's part of our win condition at this point right now. So probably killing the Captain Cucumber is correct. Going viral, Maniacal will very likely win in lane 4 next turn. He does get a legendary here though, so that's scary. We're so locked down in lane 2. There's a going viral. Let's see if he can either get 5 attack or a removal card against this genetic here. Got 6 attack. So top decking Maniacal will win. Alien News, Healthy Treat will win. Oh my gosh, I wish the Fireweed was here. This would have been awesome. It would have been guaranteed lethal if Fireweed got here. That would have been the highlight of the century. Can we get a play? We did not. Now in the box though, we got a bunch of things that will win right here. I think Galvanize did we use? So we'll do this next turn in lane 1 with the All-Star, I guess. Frenzy, heal. Oh yeah, so we had nothing that made us win there. Whoops. I'm just trying to figure out what to do here. I mean, I guess it's like this. He'll need to... We can smash lane 1. 3 and 3 will kill this. He needs to just not have anything. I mean, he can obviously play in lane 5, something on the lily pad, but he needs to just not have an answer to my dog, basically. Or some buff would screw this up. Such a risky play. Fireweed in 2 would have been crazy. We would have won on the spot. This 10 damage would have gone face. He'd be dead. I saw the Fireweed and panicked a little bit. The problem is if he plays this here and he rolls high... wait! No, we can't smash both of them. I can't feel my face when I'm with you. But I love it. But I love it. So we're smashing this one, obviously. So we'll go down to 2. I do not like our odds here, but still winnable. Alien News, not a bad draw. Not a terrible draw to just fix this and try to win in lane 1 here. Lou, an untrickable minion, or a bonus attack. We're actually good here. Espresso incoming. If he had espresso, I feel like he would have played it by now. I think he's digging for an answer because he doesn't even have one yet. Watch him just insta-concede because he has no answer. Even without Alien News considered. Oh my gosh. The armor is going to make us win here. We actually win this. This is crazy. Right? This is 4-3 with armor. It's going to win. Well, he can roll a 3, I guess. So it doesn't necessarily win. Please. Please, block meter. Yes. Somehow, someway, this deck keeps getting it done. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, man. Crazy. I can't believe we won that game. That was a wild thing, man. Maybe they'll like that, the intro. That's the bets, too. Such a good hand. I think you just keep going viral against Rose. We'll draw into a minion here. It's the luxury of having all these minions in this deck. Is there a lane consideration for this? This is always going to be the one that plays around Shrinking Violet, so let's play it here. So the answer is yes. We went 6-0 so far. Well, let's wait, because he's got, you know, gonna M.U.G later, so we can commit to going viral, and this doesn't cost us a card. I don't mind bunging into Rose, don't mind that at all. Not at all. So now what? I think this is fine. I think absorbing... You know, it's guaranteed damage this turn. Absorbing one of his removals. A small price to pay for Galvanize. I think this is right now. Don't be afraid to sacrifice the teacher, especially against Rose for Fossil Head. It's so good. See, the opponent had that Godify since turn 1 and was waiting, and now this block, this M.U.G doesn't do anything. Do I bungee face here? For 4 damage, essentially, is what this does. I have Rolling Stone. You know, obviously you can't. None of the superpowers are in play here against Fossil Head. I think we just pushed the issue here. This really is gonna make this damage cycle here. This next in between now and the next block. We're gonna do 4-1. Block meter's behaving. We got going viral here, so we're basically pushing guaranteed 6 damage to his face now. We could win actually this turn. We could very likely win. The question is, where does the healthy tree go? I guess since the guaranteed damage is here, we're gonna do it here. I don't mind taking this block meter charge. Nice. So for the win, we're definitely getting opponent down to 2. If the block meter behaves, we're getting him down to 0. Hell yeah! Yes! Oh my god, that was harsh! That was harsh! That was turn 4 lethal, man. Get wrecked! Bro! Game 8, here we go! Dudes, come on! Insanity. Alright, let's do this. Here's another Rose. Is this the same Rose, though? That's always the question. Is it the same damn Rose? It's not. It's not the same damn Rose. I'm not afraid of Rose with this deck. Well, look at all these anti-stupid Rose answers we have. I think we just keep this, right? Because we have Dog. We have the anti-freaking Sunshroom play. So easy. Or that. It's called Based Sunshroom. We got Rolling Stone. Hell yeah. Alright. I guess this goes on ground because the fossil head's almost always going on top of this, right? We have the answer to Twin Sunflower. Rose is cooked here, and if they go after the teacher, that's fine. It's totally fine. It means he can't deal... Why did he not kill this? He's so obsessed. This genetic is going to be so powerful, bro. I think that's a huge mistake, but we'll find out. I love the Rolling Stone here, and the Frenzy. They're both really good. Let's just hope we don't see Wingnut. That would be annoying. Is this stream going on YouTube? 100%. Doesn't even matter anymore. So we save. There's no point in saving 2 health on a... No, we're saving that. I don't think we use the Frenzy. Will go face on something way more powerful. Alright, so he ramped to Power Flower. Is what this guy woke up and decided he's running Primal Sunflower, Power Flower. Now this hand sucks. This hand sucks huge amounts of Captain Cucumber. But his hand sucks even more. Okay, so he's probably blocking the 4. I mean, we sure don't commit any cards there. So the genetic got blocked and is probably gonna get frozen. Okay, that's arguably best case scenario. We'll take 3. Of course, he'll heal for 1 from the Power Flower. Oh, Alien Ooze plus Rolling Stone should be okay here. Just to keep the genetic alive. We could have not Rolling Stone that turn, actually. I could have waited on that for next turn and make him think he'll have a Briar Rose when he really doesn't. There's a going viral. Let's hope we don't get brain-added here, man. Briar Rose is very, very good against this deck, so... He goes Dry Cob. But going viral actually puts this up to 6-5. This block sucks here, though. So the thing that this would play on is Weed Whack. It won't even bust through if he has Weed Whack, though. It'll keep this alive for 1 more turn and end up killing the Cob Cannon. I guess we'll save the Frenzy. We just roll 1 here. Nope. There's M.U.G anyway, so for sure committing the Frenzy into M.U.G is a mistake. We got Chicken. This 4-4 here lane, though, kind of makes a nice place for our All-Star to go. So we'll go All-Star and keep the Untrickable going here. I wonder if I should just go after this one, though. I think I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna commit you here. And I'm gonna basically always play for Galvanize. Because this healing is kind of making our win condition out of reach. Yeah, the Cob Cannon without the team up is super sad. They're obviously little, but it would have been so much better. He would have the Ma. I mean, whatever. No, no, no. Briar Rose kills us here. We're done. We're done. We can't win this game. We don't have an answer to Briar Rose. I mean, there's almost no chance now of winning. Because we can't even Galvan. We can kill the Power Flower, which would save some heals, but then there's no way of winning the game. Briar Rose really screws this deck. Three, 7, we're so far away. But anyway, we'll try this play. Maybe the newspaper between this turn and next turn can win. Not anymore. Brainana, we're gonna lose this one. This is just a straight Brainana and Briar Rose is a straight hard counter to our deck. There's very little we can do about that. He's probably just gonna win here. Yep, guaranteed. All right, guys. I'll definitely take the 7-1. The level at which this deck dominated, I mean, you can't be mad at that at all. Extremely, extremely, extremely good anti-meta deck right here. The Untrickable is really good. the amount of answers that you have while developing tempo against solar. Sunny's room is so good. The Maniacals worked. The going virals worked. Everything worked. Absolutely fantastic. Of course, that's going on YouTube. If you guys want to see more decks featuring, well, if you want to see your combo, you don't even have to send in the whole deck. Just leave in the YouTube comment section. Write a combo there, just 2 cards. All-Star, Maniacal. You know what I mean? That's the best way to do it instead of writing out a whole deck list. If you guys want your deck to be featured, I try to read through the comments. Let me know what ideas you'd like to see next. But, yep, thank you to, what was his name? Hyper? For giving me this deck idea today. Hyperactive739, appreciate that. If you want to see more decks like this, be sure to subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace, this is Fry.